Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I've learned as I've grown into the person that I am today. And it is currently 6:50 p.m. on Sunday evening. I love Sundays. I talk about this on my vlog a lot. Sundays are probably my favorite day of the week for me. My husband and I go to brunch, and then we just kind of relax. I actually have been taking Sundays off and haven't been filming videos on Sundays, but today I was kind of just like motivated, and it's kind of cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain outside, so it's kind of just the perfect day to relax and read books, and I'm in a very meditative state. So we had the live stream for a true crime book club today that I run with my good friend Mel, and I'm always just so relaxed after that. It's so much fun just to sit over there with all of my friends and just talk about the book that we've read for the month. So I got done with it, and I was like, I'm like awake and alert, and it's like, let's film some more videos. So or let's film some videos today. So anyway, I just got done filming a video for my Peter Monn drama channel, and I brought a bunch of meditation books over here. I brought the two Melody Beatty books, the Cindy Spiegel book, and then I also brought the book that I brought yesterday, but I didn't end up reading, which was about self-esteem. And this is Believing in Myself, Daily Meditations for Healing and Rebuilding Self-Esteem by Ernie Larson and Carol Hegarty. And I looked in here, and I didn't read the whole meditation, but I just started it. And it's about free will. It says, the quote's about free will. So I thought, well, let's go in here and let's read this today as well. Hopefully we'll get to it today, and I'm going to start bringing this book and seeing what I think about it. But first I want to read from A Year of Positive Thinking by Cindy Spiegel, because I always like to start my meditative process by reading something positive. That's one of the reasons why, if you've watched this channel for a long time, you know that I really love and you can look it up yourself. It's called I think it's called The Beginning of a New Day, and it's by Hartsill Wilson, Heartssill Wilson, and it's like, today is a new day. We've been given this day for good or bad, or good or evil, I think it says, and basically you're exchanging a day of your life for today. So what are you going to do with it? Make the most of it, enjoy it, have fun, dance in your kitchen, sing in your car, let somebody know that you love them, you know, do random acts of kindness, just, it's, you know, and do something that makes you happy today, because you're exchanging a day of your life for it. So make it worthwhile, you know, make it something that's going to make you happy when you look back on today. So anyway, but I like to start with reading that in the mornings, or reading like a positive meditation or something like that. So let's read A Year of Positive, and then I also do my gratitude list, which I talked about the other day, and that really helps me kind of get focused in the morning as well. So let's read A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Wisdom, and Courage by Cindy Spiegel. Okay, June 6th. And it's one sentence, or two sentences. Starting with the gratitude list in the morning is really, you want to talk about gratitude as an action. It's a really great way to kind of set in motion the rest of your day in a positive light. Because when you look at all this gratitude that you have in the morning, and you start your day with thinking that way, when you think about God, and you're brushing your teeth, and you thank God for toothpaste, thank God for running water, or, you know, thank you for plumbing, or thank you for being able to, you know, have a home where I can have, you know, a toilet and a sink and a bed to sleep in, and I'm in safety, and, you know, thank you for food to eat, and, you know, on and on and on. And when you see the world in that way in the morning, it sets in motion this sense of gratitude for the rest of the day, which makes it hard then to look at the day and get easily upset or whatever. Or if you do, it's easy to start back up again with the gratitude and get you right back on the track that you want to be on, right? Number 7, June 7th. Focus on the ones who love you. Some people may not love you. Focus your energy on the ones who do. You'll be a whole lot happier because of it. Wow. This has been a slow lesson for me in my life, honestly. And, you know, it's interesting because in talking about it from the point of view of doing YouTube videos, you know, I think it's really easy, and I do at times, and I fall into this. I still, you know, struggle with that. But I try really hard to focus on the people that are just so kind and compassionate, and say, oh, I love your videos, or your videos mean so much to me, or you make me laugh, or you make me cry, or you make me think about things, or you get me through these tough times, right? Because I'll get an overwhelming amount of those things, and then I get like one really hypercritical comment, and it's like that comment that drives me crazy. And that's really the makeup, I think, of an addict or an alcoholic, because, you know, it's like back in the day when I was drinking and I was using, it's like I could be in a room of 100 people, and the one person that didn't like me is the one that I would gravitate towards, you know? And it's like I always wanted to make them like me. And I think it was also me growing up, realizing, you know, like, and looking back on growing up and realizing that I think a lot of what I did or didn't allow myself to be too much or didn't allow myself to be who I truly was inside was because I wanted to make other people more comfortable around me, number one, because if they were more comfortable around me, they would like me more. And that was ultimately what I wanted, was people to like me. My mom used to say to me, don't value the opinion of someone you don't value to begin with. Today, I try to spend my time focused on the people that love me, especially in my private life, in my personal life, And I don't have tons of people around me. I just don't. I have a small group of friends and family, and I'm very grateful for that. We have very little time. When you've lost some very important people to you in your life, and I've lost some very close friends. I've lost my mother. I've lost my aunt, and I've lost my uncle, and I've lost, my best friend ever. That was, our dog. And when you look at that and you realize life is really, really fragile, like really fragile, right? Why are you spending your time hanging out with people that do not care for you or your best interest? Get them out. Get them out and focus on those people that love you and spend your time with those people that love you. If there are people that are guilt tripping you in your life, let them go. Just let them go, And this is where people are like, but it's so hard because it's a family member or it's this. Well, give them a fair warning and say, hey, you know what? Like, I don't deserve to be talked to that way. Or, you know what? You really guilt trip me a lot. Or I've been very, very patient with you, but like, you're very negative all the time. And give them the opportunity to change. If they fight you on it, you can just slowly distance yourself, It's like, it was funny because I was part of this conversation with some friends of mine, and one of my friends was asking the other friend, was like, I don't know what to do with this person, like they're just so negative all the time, and I really don't want to be around them, but they text me, and I don't know what to say in response, and my other friend was just sitting there, and she's just like so calm, cool, and collected. No, this is not Tanya Jean, either one of them, but my other friend is just like so calm, cool, and collected, right, and just like doesn't really engage in like personal drama, and doesn't get engaged in all this kind of stuff, and she looked at her, and she's like, I just don't know what to do, and my friend looked at her, and she goes, just don't text her back, and I thought in that moment, oh my God, that's so easy, isn't it? Like, that is so easy to do, It's just, I think we make things up more than they have to be, And I think it's the real lesson is in giving your attention to those people and those things that love you, which is why I spend more time with my dogs than anybody else, probably, All right, let's get into the meditation. Let's try this believing in myself one. Today, July 6th. Oh, July 6th. Well, that's not the right one. So let's go to June 6th. It'll probably be horrible. And I have to tell you, this is so small print, and my reading glasses over there, so I'm going to do my best, okay? And this might just be horrible because I didn't look at it ahead of time, but we're going to try it. June 6th. I guess I could read the one from yesterday, but whatever. June 6th. To smell the roses is not enough. They must be tended also. Anonymous. Remember Aesop's fable about the ant and the grasshopper? Unlike the busy ant, all the grasshopper did was smell the roses and enjoy life. When the winter came, he was out of luck. He would have starved if the ants hadn't been willing to share the food they had stored up. Such are the risks run by those who consume without contributing. In building self-esteem, we often have to learn to appreciate all the good things that are around us. But we are as short-sighted as the grasshopper if we take those things too much for granted. Many of the beautiful things around us are not our due. They were just there and are being maintained by others. Self-respect requires that we make a contribution. It's a wonderful thing to become aware of the many graces and benefits we receive in our daily lives. But it's even more wonderful and much healthier to become aware of the relationship between give and take. This is a beautiful meditation. When we tend some roses so that others may smell them, we give back some of the blessings we have received. A sense of purpose makes self-esteem bloom. I think I'm going to really like this book. I think this is a new book that I bought, and I really haven't read it a whole lot, or I think I started it and I didn't like it, but I really like this meditation because I'm such a believer in this. And this was a lesson that my dad taught me. When I was growing up, my parents, and I feel so blessed. I mean, like in retrospect now and having met so many people that were like, well, my parents really pushed me to be a doctor, or my parents pushed me to do this, or my parents pushed me to do that, or my parents would have, like, when I came out to them, they would have freaked out, and my parents this, and my parents didn't like my boyfriend, or my parents. Listen, my parents have been so well, my mom's gone now, obviously, but my stepmom as well, my dad and my stepmom, you know, and my mom before that. Okay, my battery died. And this is really important, so I want to make sure that I get this right. You know, my parents were just so supportive of me growing up. And anything that I wanted to do, they were like, okay, let's do this. Like, if this is what you want to do, we're going to do this. And I remember, I really, really, really wanted to write for soap operas. And I had grown up watching soaps with my grandma, and I would watch All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital. Those were the soaps that I watched. And I was obsessed. Like, I would write my own soaps and all this kind of stuff. And my dad we were supposed to do this. Like, he gave this to me as like a Christmas present or something. He had contacted like writers on this soap opera, and I was going to go and like spend a day with them. And it didn't end up happening, and I can't remember why. But yeah, I mean, my parents were so supportive of anything that I wanted to do, you know? And I look at that and I think that that is such a cool thing. And the message that my dad always said to me was, or the message that he sent to me was, the message that my dad gave me was this: I don't care what you do with your life as long as you're positively contributing to the world. Like, ask yourself on a daily basis, if what I am doing today, am I positively contributing to the world in any way whatsoever? Am I possibly impacting just one person today? If you are impacting or possibly affecting positively one person's life on every single day, then you've done your job for the day, right? Now you have to think about this. Because I think we think, okay, well, maybe doctors do that, or, you know, on and on and on. And, you know, this person does that, or, you know, teachers and things like that. You can be the greeter at Walmart, and how you greet can really impact somebody's life, because you never know when you meet that person that's coming through the door. You know, maybe they're buying a shirt and a tie because they have to go to a funeral. Maybe they just found out that a friend of theirs passed away, you know. Maybe it's an alcoholic that's coming in the door buying some alcohol, and how you greet them and how you meet them makes them think, I don't have to do this today. We can profoundly change people with where we meet them, where they're at, you know. And so I think about that all the time. I think, am I positively contributing to the world, not just in what I am doing for a career, but in how I am interacting with people on a daily basis? Am I part of the solution and not part of the problem? That's a big question for me. I was part of the problem for a very, very long time in any situation, you know, and it's hard for me. Y'all know, you watch my videos, I'm very lippy, okay? And I have an opinion about everything. And I can almost kind of see myself going in there. You know, like, one of the things I've been working on with my sponsor is a character defect. I was talking about my vlog last night that obviously one of my character defects is interrupting people. But one of my other character defects is inserting myself into situations that have nothing to do with me. And I've really, really been working on that, but it's still like, it's a work in progress. I'm like, I still find myself doing it. And it's like, if me inserting myself starts at 1 and 10 is like, I am like in the thick of it, like, I can see myself at like 3 and I being part of this conversation and initiate, and I'm like, what are you doing, right? And it's like trying to pull back and just be like, okay, I don't need to be part of the solution, don't be part of the problem, you know? And I have to ask myself that on a regular basis. Like, am I contributing positively to the situation? Am I part of the solution, or am I part of the problem? It's a really valuable question to ask ourselves in any situation that we're going through, you know? Am I helping this have a better turnout, a better possible outcome than it did? Or is there a part of me that enjoys the chaos? Is there a part of me that enjoys, you know, that's always something that my sponsor and I talk about, because I grew up in chaos. I'm comfortable in chaos. I like chaos. So when I'm in a situation like that and I'm steering clear of the solution and I'm choosing to stay in the problem, the question has to be, Peter, are you staying in the problem because you enjoy chaos and that's comfortable for you and you like to watch it? Because that's not like, you know, and that's something I've really, really worked hard on the majority of my sobriety. And I would like to say today, I'm definitely part of the solution in most situations, you know, and I really try to be. I really worked hard on that, you know, like in this situation, and also looking at a situation and saying, when I look back on this situation, who will I have wanted to be? How will I have wanted to have responded? You know, not reacted, but responded. Who will I have wanted to act, you know? So this is a great meditation. I really like that book a lot. All right, let's read one more. We'll read a Melody Beatty meditation, and then we will end this for Sunday, and you guys can go get ready for Monday. Okay, where am I at? June, I might want to read from the other book. We'll see. June 6th. Oh, this looks good. Learn to change your energy. Oh my gosh, I need my reading glasses. June 6th, learn to change your energy. The simple act of moving around can change your energy. When your mind starts to flag, move your body around. Go for a walk. Page change. Hold on a second. Go for a walk. take a bath, get a drink of water, work out at the gym. You're doing more than moving your body. You're changing and rearranging your energy field. Listen to your body. It will say what it needs, what it would like, what would be helpful. If you let it, it will even move quite naturally to what would do it good. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms, go outside, do some deep breathing, call a friend, meditate. Tell a joke to a coworker. You don't have to stay stuck. I really need my reading glasses, you guys. I know it's like staccato reading meditation. Call a friend, meditate. Tell a joke to a coworker. You don't have to stay stuck in the energy you're in. You don't have to be a victim to the way you feel right now. Amen. Thank you. One of the powers we learn we have, whenever I say that, I always whenever I talk about victimizing ourselves in videos over here, I always feel bad because there's one person out there that's like, but I've gone through all this really deep stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about that, okay? There is such a thing as justifiable anger. There is such a thing that horrible things happen to us in the world that there is okay, there's a time and a place for you are a victim. And maybe even, dare I say this without upsetting people, even in those situations with professional help, I think, but in really more lighter situations where, oh, somebody did me wrong, or they, somebody betrayed me, or whatever. It's at some point, okay, vent, get it out, talk about it. I think we all need to do that, right? Then stop playing the victim. Because here's the thing, you're losing out. That's what I realized. That's what I really realized was in this pointing the finger mentality of if you knew what this person did to me and la 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 blah 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 blah, they really hurt me and my life will never be the same because of, again, first of all, you're giving that person so much power, right? And really what you're doing is you're not giving yourself enough credit for how strong you are. Because you can make it through this. You can make it through anything. The power to make it through anything is in you. Trust me. It's in there. It's inside. You just have lost it. You have to find it again. And what you have to tell yourself is, I am going to find that strength. So stop being the victim because you're the one that's missing out on it, okay? It's not like it's annoying to anybody else. I'm sure it is. But that's not what it's about. It's about that you are missing out on the life that you deserve. Period. Because we want to be happy, joyous, and free, right? That's the trick. One of the powers we learn we have is the ability to shift, refocus, and rearrange our energy. When we get stuck in a particular emotion or reaction or mindset, when we get too bogged down or too fired up, we can save ourselves a lot of time by changing our energy instead of hammering away at a change in the situation. Learn to tell when it is time to do that. Then discover what works for you. The little acts as well as the big ones. Be gentle with yourself when you get stuck, when you need a fresh viewpoint. Learn to change and rearrange your energy as needed. And that was a lot of what I was just talking. That's a lot of what I was just talking about in the previous meditation. Is when I see myself on this road going 1, 2, 3 towards the chaos, okay, towards the anger, the resentment, all that kind of stuff, and not being part of the solution. I have in that moment the ability to pull in the reins and say, I'm not going there. Okay, change the conversation up, change it, say something else. Be a light in the room, be part of the solution, be something different. Change your energy, okay? And I think this is a really great reminder. This meditation of all three of them, I really like the last two, but this one I think is such a great reminder to me of change your energy, and look at where you're at and say, what can I do today to change my energy towards the positive, to be a solution, to be a contribution, a positive contribution to the world? What do I need to do to constantly be changing my energy towards that? Turn up the volume towards positive energy. Turn up the volume towards positive energy. And I think if I do that, then my life is going to be more enjoyable and the people around me will enjoy their lives more as a result of it. And ultimately, I'll be living my best life. And why wouldn't we want that, right? So turn up the volume on the positive energy. I love you guys. Let me know what you think about that and all of these in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.